A story that began in Jamaica, a little girl stifled by a strict family who would one day become one of the most shocking icons in the world. Walking Paris runways, everyone thought she was too muscular, too harsh, too masculine. But that's exactly why Grace Jones broke the rules. She wasn't just a model. She became a storm in music, film, and on stage. But in the eye of that storm, there were moments where she faced enemies, scandals, and even death. Grace Beverly Jones was born in 1948 in Spanish Town, Jamaica. Young Grace's world was shaped by strict Pentecostal rules. Makeup was a sin. Dancing was forbidden. Wearing pants, impossible. A wrong word meant a lesson with a belt. Her mother wasn't around. Her grandmother raised her. In this tiny, rule-bound world, a storm of rebellion brewed inside her. She plastered Vogue pages on her bedroom walls, secretly collected jewelry and makeup. At 13, she moved to Syracuse, New York to join her parents. Freedom wasn't simple. Her parents had become ministers, and the rules followed her across the ocean. But Grace was undeterred, seeking her own path. And this little girl, still unaware, would soon rewrite fashion history. In 1968, 18-year-old Grace walked into Wilhelmina Models with her portfolio. 5'8" angular features, dark skin. But the American fashion world slammed the door. Sorry, we can't hire you. She was too dark and too different. But Grace didn't crumble. If America didn't want her, Paris awaited. In 1970, she flew to Paris. At first, the agents said the same thing. We can't sell you. You're too dark. But Paris had an underground scene that was different. Grace shared an apartment with Jerry Hall and Jessica Lange. 3 future stars just trying to survive, paying rent, scraping by. They weren't legends yet, just girls chasing a dream. And then Paris noticed her. But Grace wasn't going to be an ordinary model. Yves Saint Laurent, Kenzo, Vogue Paris. Suddenly, the face rejected in New York became Paris's favorite. But Grace wasn't just walking runways, she was reinventing fashion. Photographers were inspired and intimidated by her angular, aggressive, almost architectural poses. By 1975, she had defined her own style, doing her own makeup, bringing her own clothes, directing her poses. Paris embraced her as not just a fashion icon, but a storm breaking all rules. But the real stage awaited in New York's wildest nightclub. 1977, Studio 54, Warhol, Bianca Jagger, Bowie. Grace wasn't just a guest, she was a star on stage. She traded runway walks for disco domination. Music, fashion, performance combined, costumes like armor, body sculpted like art. These shows weren't concerts, they were living art. Cocaine and nightlife were everywhere. Grace partook, unaware of the price she'd soon pay. And then, television tested Grace's patience like never before. 1981, England. Grace appears on the Russell Hardy show. Mid-conversation, Hardy turns to someone else. Grace? She slapped him repeatedly. Not just a TV scandal. It was the answer to every moment the fashion world tried to diminish her. Press went wild. Grace didn't apologize. She stayed Grace. But Hollywood had its own challenges waiting. Bond and Conan sets were a true test. By 1985, Grace was everywhere. Conan the Destroyer, A View to a Kill. On film sets, strong and intimidating. On stage, singing like an icon. But dark times lurked, cocaine, a thieving accountant. In 1986, she was arrested in Jamaica for alleged cocaine possession, but tests came back clean. Real awakening and struggle began. And now the hardest test: lost friends, illness, and depression. Grace's trust was shattered by someone close. Her accountant stole from her. Unpaid taxes, drained accounts. Then came the epidemic of the 80s, what people called the plague, AIDS. Her friends fell victim. She lost both loved ones and money, sinking into depression, alcohol, isolation, and anger. But in 1991, she gave an interview and, standing firm, said simply, "I'm coming back. Period." For her son, Paulo, for herself, to reignite the fire in her fans' eyes. Grace returned to the stage. Paris and New York became her quiet battlegrounds. She avoided the spotlight, but the whisper was everywhere. Grace is coming back. In 1996, she secretly married, still shrouded in mystery. Disney scandal followed. 1998, she performed topless at a Disney event. Disney banned her for life. Grace's response? A shrug. She'd learned if she didn't control her life, no one else would. And her ultimate victory wasn't just the comeback. It was inspiring the next generations. Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Madonna, Beyoncé, all walking the path Grace had carved. 2008 returns with Hurricane at 60. 2012 stuns the crowd at Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee, hula-hooping flawlessly. 2015, memoir, I'll Never Write My Memoirs. Grace Jones isn't just an icon. She's permission. Permission to be different, to be difficult, to express yourself. Across fashion, music, performance, she broke the rules, and her legacy continues to inspire. Grace Jones didn't just survive. She shattered barriers, transformed the industry, and remains an unmatched legend. Do you see Grace's courage as sheer madness or true freedom? Could you have been that bold back then? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments. And remember, for more stories like this, subscribe, because this is where the most dangerous, most mesmerizing secrets of the fashion world come alive. Model's Fable.
Are you wearing perfume? Can you smell her at all?
No, I've got my own body odour perfume.
Let's try and keep it on a slightly higher level, if we may.
No.
Are you wearing perfume at this moment?
No. I very seldom do.
If you turn your back to me one more minute.
I have got to talk to this.
This has been going on too long already.
Well, it's only going to go on about another 6 minutes, and you're going to have another little part of it soon.
Maybe I should go right now.
No, don't go right now unless you really want to.
Well, don't turn your back on me anymore.
I can't look at you. Now, hold on, just a moment. Just
Move your chair back a bit or something.
I